Okay, think I'm good to go. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is live. There'll be mistakes. Welcome to my channel. This is Kim from Dorothy's Daughter. Today I am starting a new venture called Christmas Crunch. Can't talk today. Today I'm starting a new venture. It's Christmas crunch time, meaning that my list is this long and I have this much time to do it. I'm sure, man, I'm sure you're all in the same boat. And I hope you join me because I want to share my progress each day with you. Daily videos are going to be between 15 and 20 minutes. Just real quick updates to kind of see what I've been doing, what you've been doing. Let's keep each other accountable and inspired throughout our Christmas sewing. So, but today we haven't been together in a really long time. So today I would just like to open it up for discussion and I'll kind of let you know what I've been doing and what my plans are. All right, 1 second. I needed my Pepsi. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Who is here? Let's see who's here. I decided to do it at the table here because I may tape a pattern together as we talk today. As you can see, I'm very tongue-tied today. I'm not sure why. I got a lot of sleep. Hello, 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 Arlanda and Gina. Is it Gina? And Kathy Ann, good to see you. Hi Dot, nice to see you. Tony, good to see you. Lots of regulars here today. Judith and is it Gino or Gina? I can't tell. All right, well, thank you for being here. If you haven't spoke up and you're just kind of lurking and watching, that's fine too. Hello to you as well. So I have so many things to make for Christmas, and I'm sure you guys are all in the similar boat because that's what we do. We take on this much when we have this much time. And I was looking at my list and decided that editing videos was probably not where I needed to be at this time. So I decided to just share my journey with you in getting all this stuff done. So hopefully that'll be inspiring to you. I'll share tips along the way. Hopefully you will as well. And we will kind of keep each other accountable to get our Christmas things done. So what I've been working on today is a top for myself. I know, right? I had some fabric left over from jammies a few years ago. And so I decided to make the Cambria top. It's like a red with snowflakes. It's on the other side of the room. I'll show it to you tomorrow because I'm actually going to wear it. That's what I've been doing today. The Cambria top is new from Green Style, and it's the first time I made one of their patterns, and I'm in love with it. The fit is perfect. I mean, the fit of this top is really great. So I hope to make another and do a full review of that pattern coming up. Oh, Ash, sorry about that. I'm sorry. I didn't know your real name. Good to see you, Ash. Okay, let's see. Rhonda, nice to see you. Rose from Nashville, Nebraska. Tony says, I haven't seen you for a while. I don't get a chance. I wish you happy Christmas and a much improved 2021. Here, here. My husband showed me an ornament today that was online. And it said, it had a dog pooping. And the poop was labeled 2020. I thought that was like amazing because that's kind of how this year has been. Although there have been good things. I know a few babies that were born this year. That's always a good thing. And I know a few people that have had really good things happen. And any time that we spend with our families is a good thing. So it's hard to label it all as just bad. So Let's see. Merry Christmas, Dottie. Good to see you. Charlotte, you too. Good to see you. Welcome. She says it's her first time here. We have a good time, and it's like a big sewing party every Sunday. And this is the first I've been on for a while. I was doing them on Facebook for a while because I thought maybe that's why my count had been weird on YouTube, and they docked me a bunch of monetization because they said I clicked on my own links. Someone suggested that perhaps the live chats were what did it. I don't think so. So as I researched it a little more, and honestly, everyone looks forward to these, and I was not getting the number of people on Facebook that I get here. So I decided to move them back, and we'll see what happens for December. Let's see. Hi, Marina's from Southern California. I'm happy to find you as well. I'm glad you joined us. Hi, Brenda. Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Kathy Ann has a grandson expected on the 23rd. So the question is, Kathy Ann, what are you sewing for him? That would be, I would be sewing my brains out if I was having another. I wish I would have another grandbaby, but not yet. My son says he wants to have one more, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. My daughter's done. She has 4. My son has 2, and I think they want one more, but maybe they don't. I don't know. I won't speak for them. Hi, Barbara from San Antonio. Oh, he wanted to go to the fabric store. Yeah. Oh my goodness, she's having a breast reduction in January. Well, blessings to you, Barbara, and we'll be definitely keeping you in prayer. I used to work in surgery, as you know. I'm an RN as well, and we had a lot of those patients that were having that done for a lot of people have neck problems from being too large in the bust, and it worked so well for those people. So I really hope that you get a similar result. So good to see you, Somi. Hi, Marilyn. Good to see you. Getting snowflakes. We had some. Actually, we came back from Texas to 3 inches of snow. Not a whole lot, but just enough to dust it and make it white out there. It was like stark difference from Texas because it was 75 and sunny and beautiful when we were there. They definitely brought the good weather for us. Oh, hello from Oslo, Norway, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Hi, Kathy Ann. Not sewing clothes, but you made a pillow that just needs his birth stats. Oh, I guess you can't really guess those yet. But it'll be so cool. I love that we don't know when they're coming. It's so symbolic of so many things that, they never knew when the Christ child was going to come. And when he didn't come the way they expected him to. So God does unexpected things at unexpected times. And I love that the time for babies can never be pinned down. It's just a reminder of that to me. So even when you have a C-section, things could be different than you expect them to be. So we can all make our plans, but God has final say, as we all found out this year. What are some good things that came out of 2020 for you? I can say right now that this channel grew, and that was a huge blessing for my life, getting to know all of you. Even though my husband lost his job, there's that downside to that. But I will say that we've had a blast being together. It's like being newly married again and having all the time in the world to just, do things together. And it was so fun to be able to drive to Texas this year instead of flying down late Wednesday before Thanksgiving and flying out on Saturday to be back for him to go to work. We actually stayed longer. We were gone 12 days, and it was just so much fun. So I've enjoyed spending time with my husband. It's our little preview of retirement, I guess. So that's one good thing, even though, there's always a blessing in every hardship. So lots of sewing time we've all had. So that's another thing. Dot says, I found your channel. Good. I'm glad, Dot. Hi. Let's see. Hi, Verna. Good to see you. Or Verna's in Arizona. So, yeah, we'll entice her with our snowflakes, but she's going to entice us with her beautiful weather. Hi, Janice. Nice to see you. Verna says, communicating through technology. It's never been so appreciated and got me to return to sewing after many years. Awesome. See, there are blessings in everything. And it's taught us to think in creative ways of communicating and ways of staying in touch. Thank goodness for the internet. Where would we be without it right now? I mean, I just can't imagine not being able to Zoom and talk to family. I mean, when you have family out of town, you're used to doing that, like I do. But, even our grandkids, we've had to Zoom some when somebody's had a fever or a little bit sick, then we don't get together with them or whatever. So it's been a huge blessing. Church meetings have been, all on Zoom, and our service is all virtual. I'm the worship director at our church, and right now I'm putting together a huge virtual Christmas Eve service. I say huge. It's going to be like 45 minutes, and it will be here and gone, and no one will ever know how much time went into it. That's just how it works. But I'm very excited about it because I think it's going to be really, really nice. My theme on that is going to be that we're still a family, even though we can't all join together. Aloha to you as well. Nice to see you. I'm jealous you're in Hawaii. That is, that I could just close my eyes and be in Maui right now. I love Hawaii. All right, so on my docket this week, I have made 4 of the 7 composed robes that I'm going to make for Christmas. So I'm going to be making 2 more or 3 more, and a pair of pajamas. I'm going to do Namaste pajamas for my mother-in-law to match her composed robe. And my oldest granddaughter wants pajamas, but I don't think I'll use Namaste for her. I think I'll use probably the movie night pajamas that are more of like a tee and a jogger type thing. I'm losing my voice today, so I apologize if I'm hoarse and sounding weird, but the allergies here this week are horrible. So, and I'm trying to record all these songs for our service and singing, and yeah, I overdid my vocal stuff a little bit the other day, so I'm left with a little raspiness. Oh, Verna's granddaughter and great-granddaughters live in Maui. Well, that's a great excuse for you to go visit, isn't it? I'd be there all the time. I'd wear out my welcome real fast. Yeah, somewhere warm. I noticed, when we were in Texas and it was gorgeous and 75, all the aches and pains, were so much less. Like, we need to move south someday. We need to move south again. We lived in Texas for a long time, and our kids were both born there, and my family's there. So eventually, not yet, but eventually. So what are you all sewing this week? As I said, I'm going to work on those composed robes probably tomorrow. I'm finishing up my Cambria top so I can wear it tomorrow evening. We have a family out to dinner. There's only 6 of us, so no need to worry. And we're taking my mother-in-law out, and we'll all be wearing masks. And we're going to a very nice restaurant here in town. And I think, they are really doing it well. The restaurants are allowed to be open here, so. But they're very, very stringent rules. But this restaurant we know is following it. So we're excited for that. It's probably the only Christmas outing we're going to have, to be honest. So my mother-in-law is 91, and we're not doing our big family gathering this year, so we decided to take her to dinner. So I hope I hope everything works out that we can go and not a problem. Rhonda says, I haven't gotten much sewing done lately, but I did make some Christmas ornaments. Awesome. Gingerbread men wearing masks. Next comes sewing 12 skirts for my daughter's drama club play at school. 12 skirts. Wow, that's a lot. Kathy Ann is working on Good Vibes joggers at the moment, struggling with understanding elastic. What's the best type for an encased waistband? I like the non-roll stuff. I don't know if I have any over in my elastic bin, but it's at Joann's they have it. It's Dritz, I think, and it's like 1 inch, and it has like ridges on it, like so that it doesn't roll. If you, I'll try and put a link on the video here when I'm done to it on Amazon for you, but they have it at Joann's too. I like the non-roll elastic. I know everybody has their preferences, but that's what I like in my pants. I have issues with like the Sabrinas with a 2-inch elastic. They always fold on me. You know, I'll even stitch them open at the side seams, you know, to make sure that 2-inch stays flat, and they still like bend, you know, bend over at the back and the front. I don't know how to fix that, but I still like the 2-inch elastic though, because it's nice on the tummy. Probably I should just lower my rise and it wouldn't hit me at the wrong spot maybe. I don't know. But I like the way they feel right there. So my Sabrinas are the best fitting pants. Both the Sabrinas and the Resolution, they're really similar. But the Sabrinas just seem to like just fit me really well. And I like the line of them because they're nice and slim. So yeah, I love both of those pants. Not as crazy about the Allegra as I thought I would be. But it has more fit issues, I think, than the Sabrinas and the Resolution, sorry. But you guys, you're seeing how really tongue-tied I am today. It's been a while since I've done a live, so, you know, I'm camera shy today. Oh, Creative Grammy. Working on a quilt. She started many years ago. Oh, that's awesome. I should get one out that I'm working on too. Teresa's late to the party. Just got back from a walk at the track. I'm working on my first NCW. Oh, I've had that on my list to do for so long. I love those. I need one so bad. I need one that fits my iPhone Max, that, you know, you never need another purse then, because you can just wear that on your shoulder. And if you need a bag for accessories for things, you know, that you don't carry everywhere, but only like to church or those places where you need a little extra room. Of course, my bag going back and forth to church is, as a music leader, it's crammed full of music and had my in-ear monitor buds and you name it. It's so full of stuff. Like, you can get lost in there. Things do get lost in there. Somi is redoing her sewing room at the moment. Need better solutions to the storage of fabric, trims, and tools. Hoping it turns out as good as it is in my head. You know, I could turn my camera and show you actually how I have my fabric stored. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but I think I'll do that really quick. So I took the closet doors off, and then you can see that I have those bins all the way up and down. And then I have a few more bins on the end of my table. And my trims are all in those baskets up at the top, right there. All the trims are right there. Get this camera where it belongs here. There we go. Hopefully, maybe that gave you a few suggestions. And then I have it all organized in Trello. So I know what I have and I know how many yards I have. And right now I have a crib full of extra because of Christmas. I just threw it in an empty crib that we have. We don't have a baby grandchild right now, so I'm not worried about anybody needing to use it. And my crib is full of fleece for the robes and stuff. It's just huge pieces, and it's short term because I'm using them right away. So I didn't organize those, but otherwise it's all organized. Kathy Ann's putting in a buttonhole in the waistband to make it easy to insert elastic. Good idea. That way, if you need to replace the elastic, you can do that. And also, if you lose weight, you can tighten it up. Because that happens to me. I'll lose a little weight, and then, which I'm very grateful for, but then, you know, I have to open it up at a seam, which isn't really fun. Hello, Helen. Nice to see you as well. She's in Pittsburgh, my husband's favorite city. He is a Steelers fan. So I am too, but not as rabid as he is. Brenda's finishing a quilt for a new baby niece. Aw. Briella Grace. Oh, I love that name. 8 pounds, 20 inches long. Both born December 9th. Wow. Welcome to the world, Briella. That's a beautiful name. Beautiful. I love sewing for babies. It's so much fun. Barbara Jean says, I've got material, just nothing comes to my head, nor does it roll to my hands. Oh, that's funny. I thought the Sabrinas would be too slim for my non-perfect legs. Well, Verna, if I can wear the Sabrinas with my non-legs, I have tree stumps. I have the shortest legs in history. I am actually tall through my torso, but then I have no legs, so I'm only 5'2". But the Sabrinas work really well for me. And actually, if you don't have nice legs, slim fit trousers give you an illusion of a longer leg. So it might even work out better than some of the others. Somi says, we took the closet doors off and I'm putting in baskets similar to the way you have it. Just a lot of things to reorganize. Planning on a pegboard like yours. Loved your ideas. Thanks. Aw, thank you very much. I don't know, like before I had this room organized, I just go buy stuff I already had all the time. And now even my husband, he'll say, do you have this up there that I can borrow? Because he knows I know where it is. So that's amazing because he's left-brained and I'm right-brained. So if a right-brained person can find things quickly, that's a super good thing. Yep, Teresa, it's interesting. As a short person with a long torso, we have to create optical illusions as we dress to appear taller. Short people need to do that anyway, but especially like the way we're built, because it's, you look like you should be, like I look like a tall person that's been set on short legs. Our whole family is like that. My father was like that. My son is like that. A couple of my grandkids look like they're going to be like that. My brother is like that. My sister got the height, though. My sister is a nice, tall built like that, but she's nice and tall. But yeah, a lot of us in my family are built like that. My daughter is not so much. She's pretty tall. But my son is built like my dad and me and my brother, and so yeah. And it says, also making a Dipples the Dragon for boys for Christmas. Aw, where's that pattern, Brenda? That sounds cute. I love dragons. A lot of my grandkids love all the How to Train Your Dragon movies and stuff. So that was a lot of fun. I'm going to show you, I think I'm going to film a video this week about the infusible ink from Cricut. I used that with my grandchildren this week, and we made these bags, and it was so awesome. I'm going to pull up the picture and then show the camera. I'm going to show you this picture, if I can. Can you see those bags? They are amazing. And they took they took a long time, but it was a fun time. We had a craft night here. And what I did was found these mandala, I don't know if it's mandala or mandala patterns, and then put them, a pen in the Cricut, and the Cricut drew them on color laser paper. And then the kids used the infusible ink markers then to color them in, and then we heat pressed them onto the bags. And they just came out vibrant and so nice. And I understand that the Cricut brand is really the only one that you're supposed to be able to do that with. But these bags were from Amazon. I'm cheap pretty much when it comes to supplies. I don't like paying. If I have to pay like an exorbitant amount for a craft supply, then it's not saving money by sewing anymore. So I found these bags on Amazon it was $17 for 4 of them. So it was very economical, and the colors were really vibrant. I was impressed. Now maybe the Cricut ones would have been better, but they're almost $15 a piece. I guess if you get them on sale, maybe it would be a little less. But also you can't use coupons on Joann's Cricut stuff. So I just thought, it's for the kids. If it's not quite as bright, it'll still be okay. So I warned the kids, it might not come out as vivid as what you think, but it looked exactly like what they colored. It was beautiful. So I would highly recommend. I will put a link to those bags as well. So elastic and bags so far. Oh, Dot Z, NCW is necessary clutch wallet. It's a great pattern. Yeah, they can throw anything but my scissors. Amen. No one touches my scissors. Except I do have, this one's labeled paper, this little peg. So they can use those. And I have kid scissors hanging there too for my grandkids to use. So they're allowed to get those, but not the fabric scissors, unless they're sewing, and that's only with my supervision. But the big girls are starting to sew on their own some, so that's really cool. They're my little crafting buddies. This craft with the infusible ink, we watched a video of Jennifer Maker doing it one day, and they said, we want to do that when we have our craft night. So I said, okay, I'll get the supplies, and we had so much fun because it was just coloring, and we sat and watched Christmas movies and colored them in, and then not nuked them, but put them on the heat press and got them on the bags. It was a lot of fun. it's a great craft to do with kids for sure. And I was going to do, I'm using that on some doll shirts. So I thought maybe I would film a video real quick of putting it on the fabric for the doll shirts that I'm making. So I might do that this week, and so you can see that process and how it could be used in your garments. A lot of the things the Cricut does can be used for garments. Let's see. Agreed, Verna. I don't shorten tops. I used to think that I needed petite and everything till I realized I don't need it on top. So, and I end up lengthening shirts sometimes. I know where I like them to hit me. This Cambria is perfect. I'm going to show you that pattern later. And what I'm going to do this next time though is do a curved hem, add that onto the bottom, because I really like a curved hem because it gives you like a curve here and your hips are here, and it gives you the illusion of your hips being smaller. And I really like that look, of how that looks, especially with short legs, because it kind of helps your leg to come up a little bit higher. So curved hemline I think will be really nice on that one. I love the bishop sleeves. That's crazy about those bishop sleeves. So yeah, it's the Cambria top from Green Style. And sometime in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing a full review of that. I'll do a couple videos here and there before Christmas, but mostly I'm just going to do 15 to 20 minute updates every day, what I sewed, what I'm working on, my progress that I've made, and then also take questions and celebrate your progress and mine at the same time. I haven't, So me says, finally I have a niece who is interested in sewing. I'm thrilled to be able to help her. Gifted her a sewing machine, and a sewing machine I had and was not sure. She was not sure what to do with it. That'll be fun. Start with a simple pillowcase. That's what the first thing my grandkids made was a pillowcase, because they're easy and they can learn French seams, because French seams are really nice on a pillowcase. Yeah, the bags, Brenda, they were so fun. They really were. And my little 6-year-old Sammy, my littlest grandson, or he's not my littlest grandson, but the littlest of my daughters, he wanted to do Pikachu, and so I was just going to get a coloring page and digitize it and have the Cricut draw that. When he saw his sisters and how they were coming out, though, he decided he wanted the wolf, so he did the wolf. And the older two decided to give them to friends, and so they put their friends' names on them, but the little two didn't want to part with them, so that's fine. And usually we do a craft night to make something for my daughter, and nobody made one for her, so I feel kind of bad, but I need to like give them their choice, and I think that their dad takes care of taking them shopping for their mom, so I won't worry about it. My daughter is the best gift for her, I think, is that her children are, have a good time, and she got a day off, so works out great. Hello, Heidi. Good to see you. We're just chatting away here. Anne says, has anybody made the Compose robe out of a non-stretch terry cloth? No, but I have used some fleece that wasn't very stretchy, and it came out really well. The tricky part is the band, and you might need to do a little bit of clipping if it doesn't stretch, but and if you need to use interfacing for the band, if it's a really lightweight woven, I would use a knit interfacing, because that way, if there is any give there, the interfacing is not going to take it away. So that's, I guess, my tips on that. But this is supposedly great for wovens as well. You can always tell a Love Notions patterns by how it's named, whether or not you can use it on wovens. I don't know if you knew that, but that's a little tidbit. Any of the ones with musical terms can be used as woven patterns. So vivace, compose, lyric, you get the gist there. So yes, it can definitely be used on a woven. And Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles has made some, I think, out of like a silkish brocade that just turned out amazing. I've got some like silky material. I want to do one for myself because I don't like things really hot. I might be cold enough while I'm drinking coffee in the morning to have a blanket on my shoulders, but not for a whole robe. So I'm going to do mine in a little lighter weight fabric. Oh, let's see. I'm looking to see if I missed any questions. Dragon pattern is from Funky Friends Family. I'm going to look that one up. Brenda, that sounds so cute. All right. So also this week I have fabric that I want to, my daughter-in-law's birthday's on the 21st. So I will make her a set of something. So I think I bought some black stripe. I'm going to make probably a laundry day tee and then a cardigan that's floral over top. And I'm going to do the Harper in a duster length for her. Probably going to try to get that done this week. I have jammies to make for 2 of the littles in Texas that I didn't get done before I left. So I'm going to be mailing those. I have a ton of shirts to just do heat transfer vinyl on for, I do those for my niece's children. So I'll be doing that. And let's see. I have a couple outfits to do for my grandkids. Mostly I'm moving along well on them though. And more doll clothes, lots more doll clothes coming. I do have an extra week to sew for my kids and grandkids because they're, my son's going out of town for Christmas. So we're only going to be, we're not celebrating it till the 2nd of January. So I'll be able to sew a little bit that week if I don't get everything done. So that'll be kind of nice. My stepbrother, I'm making him a Henley. I'm not sure what fabric I'm going to use on that yet, but I'm going to make a Henley. And also a doormat. I made a doormat for my brother. I think I might have shown it on I might have shown it on the Facebook group. Let me see if I got a picture of it. Doormats are cool. You can use just like a permanent vinyl. It's not really permanent, but you can use a permanent vinyl to stencil it. And here's what I did for him. That's a doormat. And that scripture verse there is the disciples breaking bread together. So that sums him up completely. He's always has people at his home and sharing a meal with them. That's what they're famous for at their house. So I thought that would be really fun. He loved it. He didn't want anybody to step on it. I said it was truck bed liner. So it's really durable. I mean, the video I watched, the girl said that, if it's good enough to coat truck beds for things you're throwing on it and everything, it should be wear well on a doormat. So that's what I used. So I'm going to make another one of those for my stepbrother. We don't see him a lot, but he is a very dear person, very sweet. And he doesn't have a lot of family. So he is, my mom married later in life after my dad passed. They were married for 12 years, I think. And so it's a later in life stepbrother, but he's a real sweet guy. So we like to do something for him. Which do I like best, the LDT or LBD? I like them both probably equally. I don't know. I think they're different. I don't like dolman on everything. You know, I like the clean lines of a t-shirt. So that would be the huge difference between the Laundry Day tee and the Belladonna. The Laundry Day tee is also more swingy. My favorite, if you want to throw patterns of that nature in, is the classic tee because the fit's incredible. And if you are shorter and maybe longer on top, wearing something that more hugs your body is going to make you look taller. If you put a tent on, you're hiding the best part of you. So I like Laundry Day tees, but I really love the classic tee and the way they fit. Brenda says, I have a method of placing cotton on stretch side panels and chenilling it. Excuse me, it looked comfy. I have all this quilting cotton I love. Oh, how fun. Thank you for doing the video on the heat press vinyl process. I enjoyed it, learned a lot in one day when I get either a Cricut or Silhouette. Yes, I have had people ask me to do videos on that, so I will be doing one every once in a while, maybe a couple a month. It depends on how people respond to it, if I do more or less. We'll just see. I enjoy, that's my other sort of crafty thing that I like to do. It's quick, instant gratification kind of stuff, and you can make a gift so quickly, and it combines so well with sewing because you can put things on, you know, on garments. And rather than buying t-shirts for the nieces and nephews, kids, I just buy the Jiffy shirts. But you know, for my own grandkids and for myself, I make the classic tees because they fit so much nicer. Even a lady's fit doesn't really fit that well in ready-to-wear ones. So I'm picky about fit, and I know it. It's hard for me to buy anything ready-to-wear because I never feel like it fits right. I don't think I have bought much. I did that ready-to-wear fast in 2018, and that was a challenge then, but I never went back to shopping. I never restarted getting things. I've pretty much sewn everything for myself since. I used some Kohl's Cash here and there or something, but for the most part, I've made all my clothes for the last couple years, and they last longer, they fit better, and you're proud to wear them. I mean, you feel good in them because you know that you made it. So it's a win-win. And they're cheaper if you shop around for fabric. Still learning how to use my scan and cut, Teresa says. Made gift tags for Christmas cards. Good, that's a great idea. There's so many things you can do. Just one quick search online, and unbelievable amount of things you can do. Now there's wood cutting. I have a bunch of leather. I bought at a garage sale a bag full of leather scraps. And I mean, I have lots of leather. And they're in different colors and all kinds of things. I pulled some out yesterday, and I think I'm going to make some of those earrings that are cut out of leather. And then you can put heat transfer vinyl on the leather. So I was thinking about doing maybe some designs in the gold vinyl and put it on the leather and then cut them as earrings. So I'm putting my thinking cap on about that. I was thinking of doing like a zebra print maybe with the, like zebra stripes with the gold, or a spiral, or maybe just doing like a damask pattern and then cut them out randomly, or yeah, hearts, or I could do cross. There's a lot of things you could do. So I think that's going to be a fun little craft that I'm going to throw in there sometime, and I'll show you the results. That's what these Christmas Crunch videos are going to be like, because I just want to like show you all the different things that I've done and am doing for Christmas. So far I've made 4 robes. I have made a dress for my littlest granddaughter, a shirt for my middle grandson, and I have made another t-shirt for my littlest granddaughter, and a ton of doll clothes. And then I made a top for my sister-in-law in Texas, and the doormat for my brother. So that's where I'm at on stuff, and I have a lot more to do. So I'm taking you with me. Y'all can be my accountability partners. Aw, Christmas tags from Santa. Kathy Ann, that's an awesome idea. Oh, cool. Kathy Ann used 3 quick gifts last night. Used the Cricut Maker to make flour sack towels. Oh, that is awesome. Ann says she's making hanging towels and using the scan and cut to cut out the top section. Oh, that's a great idea, because it'll cut fabric. Ann, have you made the leather earrings? I'm interested to know how it went for you. I bought the knife blade so that I can do that, and I'm excited to try that. In fact, I might even try that tonight, just because. And yeah, I'll show you when I get to them. I'm not sure what kind of designs I want to put on them. My daughter-in-law, I think I've told you about her obsession with bees. Because of my mother-in-law. She never actually met my mother-in-law, but she just honors her with making these bee bracelets, and that's her little business that she does. So I thought, would it be really cute to make a pair of those leather drop earrings with a bee on them. I think that might be what I'm going to do. Oh boy, I've watched too much Friends. Could it be like a bee? Oh yeah, fleur de lis. Yeah, that would be good. So many great ideas. You guys are just full of great ideas as well. And also I have a friend at church that, without her, I could not get my job done. She's the church administrator, and she is like probably one of my closest friends in the whole world. And she is more left brain than me, so she will say, do you need to do this? And I will she keeps me on track, and she has such a sweet way of doing it. Since I have no left brain. I married my left brain, y'all. My husband is the left brain one in this family. I have no natural tendency to be organized. That's why when you see this clipboard and stuff, this is a miracle. I'm serious. It's a miracle for me to have that, because it's not my nature to be organized. So, and you'll probably see evidence of that this week as you see me completing or not completing things for Christmas. But I'm going to just be real. And this is going to be a come as you are party too, because if I don't put makeup on, like today I have very little on. If I don't put makeup on and maybe I might even wear a ready-to-wear t-shirt, God forbid, and it's going to be just come as you are. And I won't be in my jammies, I promise. Unless I make jammies and want to show you. Do you need a wee-wee yet? What? I'm not sure if that's a... Would you please expound on that? Otherwise, I'm going to think that you're a crasher. I'm going to delete your post. Okay. You can iron leather if it gets crumpled in the bag. Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to have to look up that video because I want to make those earrings really bad. Hi, Paula. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Oh, I'm sorry, Sadie. I'm going to be on every day from now for 10 days, from now until the 22nd, I believe. And it's going to be a journey of watching and seeing what I get done for Christmas, and hopefully inspiring you guys to get done too. So they'll just be, after today, they'll just be 15, 20-minute videos, not long. So, you know, if you have questions, be sure and throw them out there right away so I can answer them for you, and or the group can answer. And Kathy Ann says she's still in her PJs. Oh, they might as well be PJs. I'm in these comfy pants that my husband actually bought. They're ready to wear, but my husband actually bought them when I was in my leg brace. And I didn't have anything that fit over my leg brace. So he went to Walmart and picked out these pants. And they're the most comfortable pants. And for being ready to wear, they actually fit well. And they were like $5 a piece, I think. And I've had them, well, for 4 years. So they did the trick, though, for my injury, because I had a big old leg brace and nothing I owned would go over top of it. So later on, I could put my leg underneath the brace. Like I could put my leg in the brace after I put my pants on. But for a while, I was not able to take it off at all. So it had to be over the brace. I'm going to try doing 3 every day, Paula. I don't think there's anything that's going to interfere with it, but if something comes up, I will just make sure that I tell people in the Facebook group and on the community tab here if the time gets moved. But I'm going to do 3 just because I feel like it tends to be a good amount for a good time for everyone to be able to jump on. Not sure who that person is, so I actually hid their comments, but we'll see if you, Callium, if you are a real Dorothy's Daughter person, I invite you to please correct me in my error and I'll undo it. But it was kind of a post out of nowhere, and I apologize if I just didn't understand, but I've had hacking on these things before, so I deleted that post. So forgive me if I did it wrong. It's almost 8 a.m. and you're still in your PJs? That's nothing. It's probably 10 before I get out of mine these days. Like somebody said with quarantine, what time do you get into your nighttime pajamas? Because everybody's wearing pajamas all day. Oh, and I was thinking, you know, making stuff for the holidays when we're not really going anywhere. Make a top, you know, make a nice top. Because a dress, might not get to wear. I mean, maybe you will, but I'm going to concentrate on tops this year, I think, for the holidays, because, you know, most of my gatherings are going to be online. And I have my beautiful Tessa dress that I made. Actually, I made it 2 years ago, and it's navy blue and it's lace, and I love it. And I wear it whenever I need to be really dressed up. So I have no problem pulling that dress out again if I need a nice dress for the holidays. Oh, that would be so cool. If you let me know when it is, maybe I don't think it would be too hard to twist my husband's arm to go to Pittsburgh. So we can all go to Fabric Mart together. Isn't there one close to Pittsburgh? Oh, speaking of Fabric Mart, I don't have it up here, but tomorrow I'll show it to you. My husband last year for my birthday said he wanted to buy me coat fabric so I can make a coat for myself, because I expressed that it was expensive. I wanted to get good stuff, and he said, well, I'll get it for you for your birthday. So I didn't find anything then, because that was November, and it was all picked over. I didn't find the fabric that I wanted. So I just got this royal blue, 100% wool. It's like Michael Kors wool from Fabric Mart, and it was on sale, and I love it. I'm not going to make it till January because I don't want to rush through it. I'm going to make the octave coat, and I am so excited about this fabric. It is gorgeous. So I will show it to you tomorrow, because the bag is downstairs. It just came in the UPS. So it was a Black Friday sale, but I don't know why, but it came this week, so it's downstairs. Hi, okay, yes, I can do that. I actually was planning to do a video on silhouette versus Cricut. I had a silhouette for many years. Oh man, way back. Even when I was in photography, I used to make like his and her t-shirts for my brides and grooms that I gave them as a gift on their wedding day for their honeymoon. But so I've been using something like that for a really long time. And then after I closed my business, I just don't want to be on a laptop anymore. I just don't. I was chained to it for 19 years editing photos. So I just want to get on my iPad, and the Cricut allows you to just use an iPad. So, and it's so user-friendly. I mean, my granddaughters figured it out. So it's completely user-friendly, and I don't have to get out a computer, which makes me very, very happy. The less I have to be on a computer, the better. I know that sounds really awful, but I edited photos for like 12 hours a day, day after day after day after day. And even though I loved my job and what I did, it did get tiring, and I don't want to be on a laptop anymore. I feel like I spent my whole life behind a laptop. So it's freedom not to have one. So the Cricut is why I bought the Cricut, and I cannot tell you how pleased, so pleased. There are many things that are better with a Cricut. In the beginning, when I bought mine, Cricut could only use those cartridges, which is why I went with Silhouette, because I like to design. Well, you know, now that you can design anything you want and put it in the Cricut. So I have the Cricut Maker, and I love it. So there's a tidbit for you, but there's a lot more, apples to apples and oranges to oranges. So I'm going to do a video on that at some point. So Karen, let's see. I missed something here. Finally got on a live. I love this channel. I just got over COVID. Oh, and watching this channel was a lifesaver since I couldn't do anything but lay in bed. Oh, Karen, I'm first of all happy that you're on the mend, and sorry that you had to go through that. That had to be tough. We'll be praying for you for sure. I will pray for you, and welcome to the channel. Join our Facebook group as well. Just go to facebook.com/Dorothy's Daughter, and it's Dorothy's Daughter Community, and you'll find us. Yes, isn't that awesome? Kathy Ann, yes, you can copy designs from one and paste in the other, which is wonderful. So I've got so many things planned for 2021 for the channel. Ton of great new ideas. Possibly more sew-alongs. The tricky thing about sew-alongs is that you don't want to like step on a designer's toes. If they have a sew-along on their website for their pattern, and maybe it's even like to purchase, to do a sew-along then is sort of like undercutting the designer, and it's just a sort of a faux pas, a definite no to do out of courtesy. So any indie pattern, I probably would need to ask permission. I think that Love Notions would give me permission since I'm an ambassador, but yeah, so there's that with sew-along. So it's better to use a commercial pattern for a sew-along, unless it's something that maybe they don't offer a sew-along and they'll say yes. So that's why I don't do more of them, and I'll do like little excerpts of things more. But like McCall Simplicity, Vogue, Butterick, those you can do, but the indie patterns are different. Oh, and I'm getting a projector. Did I tell you that? Exciting news. I ordered the Vivi-Image 2, which is the one that everybody raves about. It's going to go right up there. I'm getting rid of my fan, which I don't think you can see, but I have a ceiling fan up there, and the light is not bright. It's not bright enough. So I got this really cool LED garage light thing that looks nice, and it's 80 watts of LED. So that should light up this space so well. And then the base of that has a plug, so I can plug my projector right into my light and not have any wires on the walls. And I'll be able to use my projector right over this cutting table. So I'm real excited about that. Oh, hard to source faux fur. That's a good question, Libby. I would say try Mood. They tend to have everything. Moodfabrics.com. And I've seen faux fur at Joann's. I had some from Joann's, so you might check that out as well. Yeah, you can just use a smartphone for the Cricut. Yep. I think it'd be harder to see though. And what I love doing it on my iPad, which is even better than a computer, is my pencil. Because this is like a mouse on the iPad. So you're able to move things really little tiny bits, and like moving letters together. You know how fonts are separate and you want to make them look like it's a cursive writing. So you move the fonts closer together, and doing it with the pencil is so nice. I love the pencil. I'm also going to do a video coming up probably in early 2021 on how I use my iPad for sewing, because there's a ton of ways, a ton of things I do with my iPad. So on a journey to not use a computer, I have learned a lot about how you can use your iPad for sewing. The one thing you can't do on an iPad is pull up layers of a PDF. Still can't do that, which I think is crazy. But to be honest, I really like to see all the layers when I make a pattern anyway. It helps me get a feel for how an adjustment should be sometimes, and especially with kids' patterns. If I know one of my grandchildren is sprouting really fast, that they're kind of tall or whatever, you know, like my 6-year-old grandson, I make him a 6, but I make everything in the length to be a 7. So that's what I do for that. So I will show you, let's see, tomorrow I need to show you the, I've shown you a couple of the robes, but I haven't shown you all of them. So I have 2 more. In the video, I had done 2 of them. Well, I have done since 2 more for the boys. One of them has footballs all over it, and one of them has like a video game. It says, it's like a gamer print. And they're both in fleece, and they're cozy. They're in cuddle fleece. And I'm going to show those to you tomorrow because I didn't get a chance to pull them out. I had everything hidden because they were here. So I still didn't get everything out. Then the doll clothes, more doll clothes will be coming up in this journey as well. So, well, you all, I need to go make some dinner. So does anybody have any questions before I go? Yes, I agree, Kathy Ann. It does really well with the smooth features. Nice. Okay, Karen, I will go approve your request to join right away as soon as we're done here. Yeah, yes, I hope that when I get the projector all set up, which I'm not going to do till after Christmas. Oh, how I wish I could just use it now. Because when I was making the robes for the kids, it took me a day and a half to tape it together and trace all the different patterns I needed. I did it that way instead of printing and taping each size, but I traced then the sizes I needed, and there were 4 of them. Because, well, the 2 of my granddaughters are in women's sizes, but so I made 4 that were all kid sizes, and that was very time consuming, and that's what made me think I need a projector. But I'm not going to try and figure it out when I'm so busy, as I know it's going to be a learning curve. So the projector is supposed to be here on Wednesday, and the mount, but the ceiling fixture that I'm putting in place of this ceiling fan isn't going to be here till after Christmas. And there are other ones I could have gotten quicker, but that one was all white, and they're very hard to find in all white. So I just pulled the trigger and said, I can wait till after Christmas, and it'll be really nice addition to this room. And it'll be bright LED light for this whole room. And I've always hated my yellow walls. I don't hate my yellow walls, they're happy. I love the look of them, but they do cast a yellow tinge on everything. But with the LED lighting, it should balance it out really well. So, good night, Paula. Good to see you. Well, you all have a fantastic day today. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And I hope to have a lot of things done to show you tomorrow at 3. Take care. Have a good day. Happy sewing.